we're all naturally curious. That really is the first part of being a scientist. We want to know what's around the corner. We want to know what's over the next mountain. We want to know what's in the deep sea.
We're very still ignorant of the organisms that live in the sea. Not just how they make their lives, but also we probably only know about 1/4 to 1/8 of all the species that live in the ocean. And so we are already in a state of deep ignorance. If we had never been collecting, we would know nothing.
It's not collecting that we're doing, we're trying to assess something and understand how many different types of things there are. That's ultimately what I like doing, is understanding what the diversity means.
We call samples around here mostly specimens, and basically it's a physical thing, like this jellyfish in a jar. And what makes it is that it has an identification, it has a place that it was found, and then it has a time that it was found in that place. That basic information, what, when, and where, is what is at the core of a specimen in a collection. We make these collections for a lot of reasons, but it's that they have a lot of power in the aggregate. You know, if you don't understand how a system is working, then you risk it changing faster than you can do anything about. As marine biologists, especially in a museum, we're very aware of old ships that had important collections, starting, with the Challenger is a really famous ship that went around the world and did a lot of the early deep sea exploration. We have specimens that go all the way back to 1830s. They've preserved it in a way so that 100 years later, I can look at it again. And we have described new species from material that was collected a long time ago.
So this specimen, in spite of its profound age, will continue to be useful for scientists trying to understand diversity.
The way that we have sampled specimens from the deep ocean has changed dramatically over the past 200 years.
So some of the first expeditions I was on, we used trawls to learn. And so you're putting a net in the water, not really knowing what's on the bottom or what you're going to find.
Pilot has control. Pull the pin.
Now we're using new tools and new technologies.
We are about 270 miles northeast of Bermuda. We're doing a true exploration dive this morning.
One of the technologies is using ROVs so that we can collect very delicate creatures that would not have been easy to collect in nets.
Okay, we're gonna go for sample.
Oh.
Okay, it went in the tube.
Sample's in.
Here it goes.
That squid has made it into the suction sampler. Wow, great job, pilot.
That is so cool. It's a cool squid. Never before.
We're very interested as biologists and particularly systematists, which are just people who are interested in identifying and characterizing life in the characters that go into an organism. So the morphological features, so we have arms, a mouth, all that sort of stuff. We can identify those with our visual acuity, but then there's this whole vast amount of information which is in the genomes of organisms.
I think we haven't even really begun to use collections to their fullest potential, frankly. I didn't think, 10 years ago that I would be working in our coral collection here at the museum and pulling DNA, getting useful sequence data It's really exciting. This is my favorite specimen in the whole collection.
Pilot, dive super.
Go ahead, dive super.
Let's descend at 15 meters a minute, hold at 50.
Good copy. Coming down.
The NOAA Ship Okeanos Explorer and its collections are going to be iconic. Currently, we have about 3,000 specimens that were collected, and that is growing every year. Because it's gone to so many unique places, this collection is the basis of many new species already described and many new species that will be described.
You know, bear in mind, once you've brought it back, it doesn't just go away, it's here. People can use them over and over again. I'm studying specimens from scientists who lived 100 years ago, sometimes even more than that.
We really don't have an idea of what the future holds. For now, what we can do is keep collecting. It is still really important. We can keep documenting the collections, and we can keep putting them in a publicly accessible institution such as the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, so we can make those specimens available to scientists now and into the future.
Okay, ready for a drawer? Yep, ready. Okay, coming up. It's quite the good looking sample. Clear. Bringing drawer in, following you.
Nice one, another beautiful collection. Thanks for that.